a release of Epstein's list.
There's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man, 'cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Donald Trump is the single most powerful man walking the earth today as a Republican. But there was a time when Donald Trump was the single most powerful man walking the earth as a Democrat donor. Somebody from New York, so powerful as Donald Trump, would obviously know the Democrat senator from New York, and way back in the day, that was Hillary Clinton, and Hillary Clinton went to Donald Trump's wedding. They were friends. Donald Trump played the game, as he said many times over. Donald Trump and Bill Clinton had a cozy relationship, you can see here, with Melania, with the swimsuit model. Goodness gracious, Donald Trump. Breaking Bill Clinton's balls, as it were. Trump always knows, man.
That's crazy.
When Trump started running for president, he had a very different tune on Bill Clinton. In fact, one of Trump's first comments about Bill Clinton, before he even announced for president, was that Bill Clinton was going to have a little problem with Epstein Island.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
That's crazy.
Nobody even knew how to process that at the time. It wasn't a meme yet, of course. Now we have sleuthed photos of Bill Clinton's only child's wedding with the Jeffrey Epstein madame invited. Right, standing right there is Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh my. What did
That's
she
crazy.
know? What does everyone know now about Bill Clinton, which was that?
I thought we already knew that.
Little St. James,
I thought that was already
Island.
disclosed.
Jeffrey Epstein,
I thought we already agreed on that.
Flew 27 times on the Lolita Express, and multiple court documents show that some of the victims on that island remember Bill Clinton being there. This hasn't been a career ender yet for Bill Clinton because all the documents aren't out. These were documents under seal. And ladies and gentlemen, we don't have all of the information on Jeffrey Epstein. Probably 99% of all of the Fed's info on Epstein is still under wraps. Will it be like that forever? Just this morning, Elon Musk saying inquiring minds want to know why Dick Durbin has blocked the release of the Epstein client list for years. What could possibly be the reason? Dick Durbin has been using all of his power to stop the Epstein list from coming out. Does beg the question, ladies and gentlemen.
The list is already out. This is not released to the general public.
Dick, listen to this.
Why won't you subpoena Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs?
So who are you?
Hillary Vaughn with Fox.
With Fox, of course. I don't know anything about his flight logs.
But why won't you subpoena them? Why don't you want to know?
I don't know the issue. I know who Epstein was, but I certainly don't know anything about the issue.
Well, he was charged with sex trafficking, so why don't you want to know who was utilizing his private plane?
Never been raised by anyone.
Well, Senator Blackburn has wanted to subpoena them, and there hasn't been a vote in your committee.
Said a word to me, not a word.
But aren't you curious, like, what high-profile or powerful people might be closeted predators and pedophiles? Doesn't that concern you?
Of course.
So why won't you subpoena them if you can?
It's the first time anyone has raised it. Thank you, Fox.
Aren't you concerned what powerful people might be
He said, thank you, Fox.
Predators? Yeah. I think Dick knows exactly who would be on that list, and so does Pam Bondi, the new Attorney General, who does have the power, actually, to release this list. Dick Durbin there in the Senate, in charge of the Judiciary Committee. He's now lost that seat now that the Senate is in Republican hands, and the Epstein list is coming out. Pam Bondi, Trump's new AG, finally releasing the Epstein files. Let's read. Jeffrey Epstein may finally be released by Donald Trump's new Attorney General, Pam Bondi, who confirmed yesterday. Bondi told Fox News earlier this month that the documents unsealed so far in the disgraced financiers case has been slow to come out, while indicating that she wanted more to be published. And she added that the delay could come down to the defendants in the documents fighting it. But she says that the public deserves to know. Have a listen.
We know he was on the plane, not only on the plane a couple times, multiple times. He traveled internationally with Jeffrey Epstein, and he was on the plane called the Lolita Express because it supposedly had a bed in there where Jeffrey Epstein had young girls. He has been a friend of his, a continuing friend of his for years and years. Contrast that with Donald Trump, who hasn't spoken to him in many years, over a decade, after he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago for bad behavior. So that's the difference there. And I think Americans see the two-tier justice system. But, you know, we don't know. They're saying Clinton has not been to his private island, but he has traveled all over the world with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know why A.G. Garland and the Justice Department are so quiet on this tonight. You know, they're out there labeling parents domestic terrorists, yet they're saying nothing about this. And these documents were so slow to come out. Human trafficking is a multi-billion-dollar business in this country, and Jeffrey Epstein is dead, and Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison for 20 years where she belongs. And if people in that report are still fighting to keep their names private, Sean, they have no legal basis to do so unless they're a child, a victim, or a cooperating defendant by some chance against some potential case against Ghislaine Maxwell. And I think Mark Garagos, as a great criminal defense attorney, will
or they're
back
guilty
that up
and don't
as
want it
well.
to be known. Duh.
Gentlemen, we may actually get the Epstein list. Pam Bondi is a huge fan of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a huge fan of Pam Bondi. Both of them are incentivized to ensure that this list gets released because it would destroy Democrats. I don't care if it destroys Republicans. It doesn't matter to me. But it should destroy the people who are the major predators, sickos, and demons who engage in these activities. And Donald Trump, as we know, as a matter of fact, was the only celebrity, the only person to testify against Jeffrey Epstein when he caught his first case in Palm Beach for underage prostitution. Trump was the only man who showed up to help the prosecution. Trump has regularly, on the record, promised to release these files.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah,
Would you declassify JFK files?
yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would. But a lot of big people went to that island. But fortunately, I was not one of them.
It's just very strange for a lot of people that the list of clients that went to the island has not been made public.
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? Probably will be, by the way. Probably.
So if you're able to, you'll be...
I want to
certainly
see
take
it.
a
Make
look
it
at
public.
it. Now, Kennedy's interesting because it's so many years ago. You know, they do that for danger, too, because, you know, it endangers certain people, et cetera, et cetera. So Kennedy is very different from the Epstein thing. But, yeah, I'd be inclined to do the Epstein. I'd have no problem with.
I have no problem with it. Trump saying because those people are still alive. The people who went to Epstein Island, they're still around. And Bill Clinton, they're still around. This is a sequence and a step to destroy the entire dynasties that stood against Donald Trump. This is the final link in the chain to destroy Bill Clinton and the Clinton dynasty and the Obama dynasty. By extension, the entire left-wing dynasty. Because then you'll be able to see these people for who they really are. Newly confirmed U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi is calling for the Epstein client list to be released. This happened just months ago. Buckle up. The Attorney General Pam Bondi demanding the release of the Epstein list. The odds that it is declassified by April are up by 28%.
April?
Ladies and gentlemen,
2 months, guys.
Ordered
2
the
months.
declassification of JFK, RFK, and MLK. Everything will be revealed, he said, in the White House on the first day in office. Everything will be revealed, Trump said at his first speech as president, ladies and gentlemen.
This is why so much is going on right now. They're trying to keep it all under wraps.
Donald Trump is a man of his word, and members of his administration are absolutely bodying Hillary Clinton the way that she bodied Jeffrey Epstein. Hillary Clinton tweeting at Sean Duffy, the new Secretary of Transportation, and getting just completely obliterated. I know you're lashing out because Doge is uncovering your family's obscene grifting via USAID, but I won't let you lie and distort facts. Yeah, there's been quite a few people who have said Bill Clinton has way more that he's hiding here. Bill Clinton, Chris Tucker, Kevin Spacey
took a trip to
all on
Africa.
Epstein's private plane together. And now, I guess, the Senate Judiciary Dems are folding and are saying, yeah, by all means, release the Epstein list with a photo of Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Okay, let's have at it, man. Let's do it. Senator Durbin calls for releasing the Epstein files to the public. Cool. Let's freaking go. Elon Musk saying, cool. What will we find on those files?
A lot of videos, apparently. Those rooms on the island and I think out in New Mexico were wired for video.
Right.
And
where's the video? I mean, between Diddy and Epstein, it's good. There's probably several thousand hours of footage here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that the people on those videos are lecturing the rest of us about our moral failings, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
What is that?
Well, I mean, part of how they deflect attention from themselves is by, criticizing the morals of others.
Yes.
So
so crazy.
It's sort of like a preemptive moral strike.
Yes.
I mean, as I said, I think those who are saying Trump is a threat to democracy are themselves actually the threat to democracy.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Weird way to spin it.
The truth is the light. The truth shall set you free. We've been living in a fake world where some of the globe's biggest monsters have been protected, and it's time for it all to come crashing down. We'll be right here for it, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel.
Look, to hear him even just compare Diddy and Epstein right there, and just on the level that he's on, he's just like, yo, how do you know? He probably was invited. Like, you feel me? Like, the world is not ready, is all I'm gonna say.